Good day, class. How is everyone doing today? Nice. I'm glad that everyone is doing great. Now, who would like to tell me what we did in our last class? Any volunteers? Yes, Troy. Yes, we did places named and built by the Europeans. Now, Taya, would you like to tell the class of some of the places that were named by the Europeans? Yes, Stabroek. What else? Anna Regina. Anyone would like to help Toya? Any other places? Yes, Tiffany. New Amsterdam, that's correct. Any other place? Yes, Travis, Hoop. Now, what about the places built by the Europeans? Who would like to tell me the name of some places that were built by them? Yes, Antoinette. Yes, cokers, seawalls, and drains. Any other place? Tyrone, you can help her. Yes, forts. Give yourself a clap. That's great. Well done. Give yourself a clap. Here you can see two persons in this model. I would like for you to tell me what you think these two persons are doing. Take a careful look at the model and you can tell me what you're doing. Any volunteers? Yes, Tracy. Yes. Now Tracy said they're exchanging. You think they're doing some sort of exchange here? Yes, it does. Anyone else? Amanda, what does it look as though they're doing? Yes, Amanda said it looks like they're swapping. Yes. How about Troy? Troy? What does these two men look as though they're doing? Yes. Troy said it looks as though they're trading. All of your responses are correct. And what these two men are actually doing is called bartering. And bartering does involve the exchanging or the swapping or trading. For today's lesson, you're going to learn what is bartering and what bartering is all about. So let's go into today's lesson. And today's lesson, we'll be continuing our topic on the European, but we'll be looking at the reasons why the Europeans settled in Guyana. Together, we're going to read the two reasons why the Europeans decided to stay in Guyana. Let's begin. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The two reasons why the Europeans settled in Guyana are 1, to trade with the Amerindians. 2, they stayed to cultivate the soil. And these were the two reasons why the Europeans decided to settle in Guyana. First thing we're going to look at is to trade with the Amerindians. And it says here that the Europeans traded with the Amerindians through a system called bartering. And earlier I mentioned that bartering involves trading, exchanging, or swapping. So a definition for bartering is that bartering is the exchange of goods and services without the use of money. So the model you saw earlier, the two men were showing how bartering is done. You exchange a goods or a service without the form of money. Alright class, now I'm going to do for you a bartering demonstration. So I have here a pencil and a sharpener. Now this is how bartering works. I have the pencil and John has this sharpener. John would like to have a pencil and I would like to have a sharpener. Instead of John buying this pencil from me and I buying this sharpener from John, what we're going to decide to do is to exchange. I would give John my pencil and he would give me his sharpener. And we did not have to pay any money. And this is what we consider as bartering, the exchange of goods without the use of money. Now, I would like to have 4 volunteers from the class, and you're going to demonstrate for the class bartering. I have here with me a sharpener, a ruler, a pencil, and an eraser. And I would like 4 persons to volunteer for me and come and demonstrate how bartering is done. Who would like to be the volunteers? Yes. Okay, Christine, I see your hands is up. Mary, yes. John, and one more boy, yes. Troy. So the 4 of you, which items would you like to have? Okay, you can come and have the items that you would like to have. So Christina, can you show the class how you would barter with John? Yes, that's correct. Christina said she would ask John if he would like to have her pencil, and she would let him know that she would like to have his eraser. Once John agrees, they are going to exchange. That's correct. Give yourselves a clap. Everyone give them a clap. They did well. Now Troy and Mary, it's your turn now. Can you show the class how you would do bartering? Troy said he would tell her that he has a ruler that he does not need, and let her know that he would like to have a sharpener. And if she would like to have a ruler, he's going to give it to her, and in return she's going to give him a sharpener. Are they correct? Yes, they are. Give yourselves a clap. And class, did we use any money in order for them to receive these items? Did they have to pay for them? No, they did not, because they were doing bartering, and when you're doing bartering, you do not need money. Is that so? Yes, it is. Give yourselves a clap. That was well done. It says here that the Europeans exchanged with the Amerindians knives, and the knives were used for cutting or hunting. Also, they exchanged axes, and this was used for cutting of wood or trees. Length of cloth, and we all know that we use cloth to make, yes, clothing, that's correct. And also colored beads, and these beads were used to make jewelry, such as chains. Yes, they used the colored bead to make jewelry. The Amerindians exchanged with the Europeans hemp, used for making ropes for ships. So in order to make ropes for ships, they needed hemp. And anato dye, which was used for dyeing cloth. So they would use this to put on the cloth to change the cloth's color. And then they also traded food stuff such as butter and cheese. And they would trade stuff like butter and cheese because usually the Amerindians are more accustomed to ground provisions like cassava. So trading food stuff like butter and cheese was something new to them. So that was one of the reasons why they decided to trade with the Amerindians. I'm going to have a puzzle for you to do. Take a look at it. On this worksheet, you're going to put your name where it says name. And this is a word search puzzle. You'll be looking for the goods that the Amerindians and the Europeans used for bartering. The instruction says, find the following words in the puzzle. Words are hidden left to right and up to down. The words you'll be looking for are anato dye, axes, beads, butter, cheese, cloth, hem, knives, and rope. As soon as you receive your worksheets from me, you can begin, okay? Is everyone finished with their puzzle? Great, let's take a look at the answers. Here is the solution to the word search puzzle. Was everyone able to find all the words? Nice, wonderful, great job. I'm glad that you all were able to complete the word search puzzle. Class, now we are going to look at the second reason why the Europeans decided to settle in Guyana. And the second reason is that they stayed to cultivate the soil. So the reason why they stayed to cultivate the soil is because they realized that the soil was very fertile, meaning that it was easy to plant crops in the soil. It grew very easily. Now let's read together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The Europeans recognized that the soil was suitable for cultivating tobacco and other crops. Due to the demand for tobacco in Europe, the Europeans decided to plant tobacco in British Guyana. Then later planted cotton, cocoa, and sugar. Let's continue to read on the count of 3. Sugar was also needed for making cakes, biscuits, and sweeteners for beverages. So the Europeans decided to plant tobacco, and tobacco was needed for smoking. They also planted cotton because cotton was needed to make clothing. They even planted cocoa that was used for beverages, mostly tea. And then they had sugar cane. And sugar cane was used as a sweetener. Over here we have models of all the crops that were cultivated by the Europeans. Over here we have sugar cane. And can anyone tell me why sugar cane was cultivated? Yes, Nora. Yes, she said sugarcane was needed to make sugar. That's correct. And what did it use the sugar for? Yes, Anastasia? Yes, the sugar was used for sweeteners. What else? That's correct. Cakes and pastries. Now, here we have cotton. This is what a cotton tree looks like. And who would like to tell me what the cotton was used for? Yes, Tyrese, for the making of cloths. That's correct. Then over here we have, what does this crop look like? Okay, yes, we have cocoa. And what was the cocoa used for? Yes, Orentia said the cocoa was used for making tea. And lastly, what do we have here? Tobacco. And tobacco was used for? Yes, tobacco was used for smoking. So here we have the 4 crops that were cultivated. Let's go over them again. What do we have here? Correct, sugarcane. Yes, cotton. Yes, cocoa. And finally, tobacco. That's correct. In our last class, you were given the task to write the name of 3 other places that were named by the 4 groups of Europeans, and I'll be marking that after class. For your homework today, I would like you to create a scrapbook, and this is what you're going to put inside of the scrapbook. You're going to cut out pictures of the 4 crops that were cultivated by the Europeans, and you're going to paste them into the scrapbook. Also, you're going to cut out a picture of 2 persons demonstrating bartering. And you're going to put that in your scrapbook and you're going to bring it for me tomorrow. Is that clear? Does everyone understand what they have to do? Okay, any questions? No questions? Okay, then you're going to bring that for me tomorrow. To wrap up today's lesson, we're going to go over the 2 reasons why the Europeans decided to settle in Guyana. Who would like to start with the first reason? Anastasia? Anastasia said the state to look for the golden city of El Dorado. Is Anastasia correct? No, she's not correct. Who would like to help Anastasia? Who can give me 1 reason why the Europeans decided to settle in Guyana? Yes, Anna. That's correct. They stayed to cultivate the soil. What was another reason? There's 1 more reason. Who would like to share it? Yes, Troy. Then they also stayed to trade with the Amerindians. This brought us to the end of today's lesson, but I'll see you tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll be wrapping up our topic on the Europeans. See everyone tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.